Never mind. Are we going? Is this what we're doing?
Welcome back to another episode
of Coast Coast Podcast.
Coast Coast Podcast.
Are we live on TikTok?
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. To the owners of the platform, fuck you.
I always thought
are we still live? Are we still running? They pull us down yet?
No, we're losing people quickly though. Come on back, y'all.
What are we doing today?
We're gonna
talking about Twitter.
Sweet. Like, subscribe, comment, share the shit out of our shit. Hit the link tree, buy some stuff. Let's get fucked up,
dude. It is windy as flip out here. My camper's going. Might take me away into the space.
Well, don't fly away like in a tornado there, Dorothy.
Oh, I'm surprised you guys can't hear the wind in the mic. It's windy as shit out there.
All I hear in my background right now, everybody knows I'm in the garage. We got the washing machine going. We got the dryer going. That's all I can hear. But I hope it's not being picked up here. I don't know. It don't matter.
Ferris is going to have some fun watching our last episode.
Say what now? There were two of you talking at the same time.
Well, there was?
Yeah. What'd you say, Nick?
I said Ferris is going to enjoy our last episode when he gets to watch it.
We may or may not have put you on blast a little bit, Ferris. Mary was there, though, so, we had approvals and stuff.
Yeah.
On blast.
We had approvals and such.
What does on blast mean on the West Coast?
You may or may not have been showcased.
Oh, showcase I can handle.
Put you on blast out there. Blasted out into
Blasted means
out there
like
to the cyberspheres
down here.
Blasted means like drunk.
Oh, well, we may or may not have done a little bit of a critique.
Yeah, they put me on blast. But
we did. You put yourself on blast.
You shoved it in our faces.
That's what he said.
Whatever.
What were you saying just a minute ago, Ferris? Before when
I said
you and Nick
were
talking at the same time.
You said you're in the garage. I said, is that the real reason why you have a tenant living in there?
Oh, my hermit. We've got a hermit.
Hermit the crab.
My new pet. I love him.
Is he feeling any better?
I think so. Up and about. Did a bunch of stuff today. Y'all want to see him? You want to meet him? I mean, shit. We could throw a commercial in. What? 2 minutes into a show? Fuck it. Why not? We're the sponsors of ourselves anyhow. Right? I'll go grab him.
We control this bitch.
Fine. Let's see here. Chris, you out here? Yeah, he didn't respond. He might not be out here. I don't know. He's either in the house or he's out here or he passed out in the front lawn somewhere. I don't know.
Shall we repeat again, just real quick, what we're doing these days?
Yes, you should.
Okay. We're podcasting, guys. That's
it.
That's it.
Inform the people.
Inform the people.
I thought I was on a line call or something. I didn't know I was podcasting.
You know what?
Line call. Dude, what was it? I wonder how many people out there know what we mean that aren't Smule users when we say line call.
Three.
And they used to be Smule users, and now they're not.
And they got off the line because of all the drama. We're the only ones still on it.
Right. I don't know about you guys, but I get messages on the Line app from Metallica, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift. Yeah.
I don't
all
get
the time
on the Line app.
It drives me nuts. Delete it.
I have mine set to private.
I don't know how to do that, and I need to figure that out because.
Are you talking about Line or Smule?
Line.
Online?
Line.
Hold on, that may be real because I've never seen any of that online.
No.
Next time I get a message, it's usually about, oh, I got such and Paul McCartney will send me a thing. Oh, check out my tour dates. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Leave me alone. I'm here for these people.
We not
give a shit what's going on.
Shit.
Not at all.
You could send it to Nick and he can try to get him on the podcast, Nick.
Yeah, of all people on the planet, Nick would get him on the podcast.
So how is that method that twiddly Twitter twatter method you used last time you tried to get somebody on.
Twiddly Twitter
sucking
twatter.
over there.
There's a reason that Nicholas does everything else other than PR stuff.
Oh, the man
Oh.
still tries, and I can't knock him for that. I mean, keep going. You never know. You might that one person that says yes.
You never know, man.
Never know.
Nick's like that freight train, man. Once he gets going in a direction, there ain't no stopping.
More
It's
like
not
Thomas
gonna
the Train.
happen.
Well, I get excited sometimes. I get ideas.
That's fine.
I would
Nick
like to
likes
mention.
Nick likes to jump in head first. I'm one of those guys that like I'll just take my big toe and do. Yep.
Touch
Nope.
water.
Meanwhile, Nick's out there freaking drowning. I'm like, all right, dude, here's your life vest. Good luck. Bye.
I would
At
like to
least
mention
I
my birthday is
tried.
tomorrow.
Huh?
My birthday's tomorrow.
Are you sure?
Is
No.
not.
I'm lying. Mary
Yeah.
knows better. No, I would like to
Fake
mention
news.
real quick.
Fake news.
For those of y'all that have been following the show the last couple of weeks, we have a really cool project we're doing. And if you're a part of Smule, we need you on this show. We need to hear your experience and the way you love it or even hate it, or it scares you because you've had some people that join you that really just, run you off of the app. I don't care. Whatever.
And we ain't afraid of no copyright infringement. We want to hear your beautiful voices.
That's right. That's right. It's called Let's Get Vocal, and there will be a link down below.
Let's
Who you
get
thought of?
low.
Short little form. Let us know a little bit about yourself. And there's a part on there that if you don't have songs, so you don't really know which one, just let us know and we'll find them for you. But
Yes.
beware, we might pick some really less than desirable recordings.
And just, don't be scared when it asks for credit card information. Just throw it out there willy-nilly like you do with everything else. We'll take good care of it.
And the social is just to
kidding, don't do
verify.
that.
The
And if
social,
you're a drunkard, don't worry about it. Come on.
the social security number is just to verify that you're a legal citizen.
Yeah, right. We're gonna
That
cross-reference it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man,
Yeah, well, let us know.
dude. Let's
We-
get
we-
vocals. Gonna be fun. I'm excited.
We
Let's
have
go.
been speaking to some folks. We got some lined up. A couple of them y'all are going to really enjoy once we get them on the show
Yes,
over the next couple of weeks.
I'm
So
excited.
since we're speaking about songs,
Sounds.
Uh-oh.
how would you guys like to play a little music trivia game?
Oh, they gotta think.
Oh no, I suck at these.
Whoa,
Okay, I'm
we're
down.
gonna fail.
Mary, I think Brandon said the last time when you weren't here that we need to wait at least until halfway through the show for his brain to turn on.
No, it's
No.
okay. I'm up right
You
now. I'm
good?
up.
You good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good today. I appreciate you, Ferris. Good looking out. But someone said competition. Okay.
I knew competition would get Brandon's blood.
Why have we not started yet? Let's go.
Okay, so there
your time.
are very few questions, and they range from easy to medium. I did not give you guys any hard questions.
All
So,
of them are hard for me. I don't know anything about music
You
trivia.
can, just wait. You'll see. You
We'll
can
see.
raise your hand, or you can just yell out the answer, or whatever you want to do. I didn't make.
Correct them.
Nearly killed him.
Am I competing or taking score? Because I know nothing about this.
Whatever you feel like doing.
Mary's
take-
dropping
I'll
a
take
ball
score.
on
That's
Ferris
great.
Yes, she is.
or a bomb, rather.
Look, okay. In my defense, I've been the last 2 days. I've
No
been
defense.
corporate disposed, so I haven't had no time. But anyway, Mary, I appreciate it. You're the bomb. Diggity, go with it.
No
I'll
problem.
keep.
And by the way,
Ferris, you don't get to play. You know all the answers, even
I
if
take-
she
no,
didn't
I
tell
don't.
you
He
anything
doesn't.
about
I
it. You're
might.
a freaking genius with this stuff.
I
Eh.
just, well,
Yes,
he
I might
probably will
actually.
know all the answers.
It's like when we did this with Jimmy Wayne.
yeah,
Slaughtered.
yeah.
Now I warned y'all with Jimmy Wayne. I did just for the
Oh,
record.
Jimmy Wayne.
That was fun though.
All right.
I'm down, Mary.
Okay,
All right.
so
Nick,
let's
you
start with
ready?
a really easy one.
We should
Who
go.
released the album No Fences?
Garth Brooks.
Brandon gets a point.
Ding, ding, ding.
I can't believe I knew that.
Okay. Which singer has had a Billboard #1 hit in each of the last 4 decades?
George Strait.
Mm.
I didn't say
Is
it
this
was
country
all
genre?
Country.
Is
It's
this a
all
country
country?
genre?
No, not necessarily all country.
This sounds like
Oh,
just
shit.
music in general. So don't get hung up on that pigeonhole. Come on.
What was the question again?
#1 hits in the
Which-
last 4 decades.
Yes.
#1 hits in the last 4
At least
decades?
one #1 hit in the last 4 decades.
There's tons of people who had #1 hits.
I'm gonna stick with George Strait.
That's 40 years, dude. That's somebody who's like been in it a
Willie
long
Nelson,
time.
because he just like didn't he recently have a birthday or something? I don't
Mary,
know.
Mary, can you tell them whether it was a band or a soloist?
It's a soloist.
That doesn't help.
It's a female soloist.
Oh, that helped. Getting
okay, that
closer.
doesn't help at all.
Ferris, you want to
Reba
give it a go?
McEntire.
Dolly Parton.
Y'all can tell the kind of genre of music I listen to.
Hold that. Hold that answer for for later, Nicholas. Mariah Carey. So
Who
nobody
cares?
I knew it was
That's-
going to be some
that's who I
poppy
thought it
lippy
was, yeah.
slipper.
Who
I wasn't-
cares?
I had to throw a couple of things that weren't
Next.
country.
The queen
in there.
of throwing a bitch fit.
Does that
because
mean
she
that-
got
wait, does that-
caught poorly lip syncing or something? And who gives a shit?
Yeah. Does
This
that mean
will
that
go
Nick goes
faster.
-1 and Brandon gets 1 taken away, or just leave it like it is?
Nah, just
You're
Okay.
keeping
Either
score,
one.
Ferris. You tell
1 to
us,
0 so far.
in which state is the Country Music Hall of Fame?
I know this one.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, guys.
Detroit, right? Detroit?
What? Would you say
No.
Detroit?
Somewhere around the Great Lakes, ain't it?
Detroit is
Det-
not a
That's in
state.
Michigan.
Oh, you said what state?
Yeah.
Why
It's
didn't you pick the
close to me.
city?
Nick, with that
I'm
answer,
saying
I feel like I need
Tennessee.
to.
I
With
already
that
said it
answer,
once.
I feel like I need to give children money overseas.
That was one of the easiest questions too. It is,
Is it over-
Tennessee, in
Is
fact.
it over there
Yes,
in
it's Tennessee.
Nashville?
It is in Nashville.
Yes, it is. Do you know what
Nashville.
street? Do you know what street it's on?
No,
The one with the restaurants.
dude. I
That's
live in
true.
I live in California, and I ain't ever
So did
been any
Brandon- you
further
get that?
east than Vegas.
Was that answered at all?
Yeah, I
You
said
did.
Tennessee
Brandon
twice.
did say
it
Tennessee,
near
but he
Blake
had his phone in
Shelton's
his
Old
hand,
Red?
so-
Restaurant.
Kinda.
I know nothing about y'all's neck of the woods.
It's pretty fancy. It's fancy.
Next.
Outside.
Fancy.
Okay, next. Who had a hit? I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Oh shit!
Oh, I know that song.
Anything for love.
And I would do anything for love.
I
That
don't
But I
know.
won't
sound good
do
on
that.
here.
Yeah, Ferris.
I
just-
won't do that. I don't know.
Ferris
Something
starts
you
singing.
might
I know the
eat
song.
for dinner.
It's the mic.
These questions.
What
are-
about dinner, Mary?
It's something you might eat for dinner.
Chicken.
meatloaf?
Come
there
on,
you
Nick
go.
got
Nicholas gets a
Nick
point.
got
it.
Hey,
what,
we're
what
tied up.
artist? What
Oh, no,
artist
I'm
is
up by
named
one.
Chicken? I want to meet that artist.
Chicken.
If there's not, if I ever
Jelly
go solo,
roll.
I'm gonna
Jelly
follow.
roll. There you go.
In the Big Lebowski, the dude can't stand which band?
I didn't watch that.
Oh
either.
man,
I don't know this
I thought this
the
would be a
dude is
Nick
Jeff
question.
Bridges, and the band he can't stand. I can't remember for the life of me because I don't worship that
Eagles?
movie like the other creepos out there in the universe.
Led Zeppelin.
Ferris gets a point.
Eagles.
And for the record,
It really was the Eagles.
Yeah, it
I
really
just
was
threw
the
something
Eagles.
out there.
Oh,
Never-
you
never
son of a
seen it.
bitch!
I
Never
just
watched
threw it
it.
out there.
Ferris had the only knowledge that he had was that I had a few questions for music.
Yeah,
trivia.
she did.
Uh-huh.
He
So
did not-
basically,
I
so
didn't
so
share.
here's how sad it is. I'm not even
Uh-huh.
playing, and I'm tied with Nick.
You're tied with both of them, aren't you? Oh, Brandon.
I'm up
you
by
were
Brandon's
there.
one.
too.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I'm
Don't
not
start
keeping
with me,
score this
Ferris.
time. All right,
Now you
Ferris is
So-
scorekeeper and like playing in the background.
All right. What actor? Oh, no. I'm
Harrison
sorry.
Ford.
No, my bad. That's a bonus question. That's a bonus question. I'm sorry.
River Phoenix.
No.
I Will Always Love You was written by which country star?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
You both get a point.
Even I
Okay.
knew that one.
On a side note, I'm gonna fact check that later because anyway,
It actually was.
both get a point.
I used to sing that in her version, not the Whitney Houston version.
Mhm.
before I
Oh no,
sang
you know
it.
what? I'm sorry, you're right. I was
River.
thinking of another song because here's a little
Hey, that
fun-
you know what, Ferris? Idea that we could do a who did it better segment.
Well, we
Ooh,
could. I love that
I
idea.
like it.
But she's right. I'm sorry. I was thinking of another song she did that
Bring
somebody
it
else
up in our
wrote.
next meeting, Brandon.
Because yeah, there you go. Remind us that in the year 2036, we finally get to this segment. She wrote that song, and did y'all know that the King of Rock offered to buy that song, the rights to that song, and she refused.
Really?
Yes, I just learned that the other day.
Interesting.
Which
Elvis.
song?
The I Will Always Love You. Is that what it was? Name of it?
Oh.
Anyway.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, he offered to buy the rights to it, and she refused. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Nah.
Okay. Which TV series themes featured the Rembrandts? I'll Be There for You.
Hmm. I see
Y'all
Friends.
know? Who knows this song? What'd you say?
I just threw out Friends. What was the
Friends.
question again? I heard TV series.
Which TV series theme song featured the Rembrandts? I'll Be There for You.
Yeah, Friends.
I'll be there for you.
No. Brandon gets a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
You guys
You gotta
are
give Nick
causing
easy
this
one.
to be
Which
so much-
fluffy character sung the song "I Love You" in a child sitcom?
Okay, before Phil
Barney.
Collins.
He's thinking. He's thinking.
Oh,
Hold
I'm
on, I'm trying to
sorry.
get my point. Brandon got it. I mean, swooped in and took it like Batman and Superwoman. Okay,
Before Phil
That point
Collins,
don't count. Before Phil Collins.
who was the lead singer of
Sting.
Genesis?
Oh, I don't remember.
I have no
yes,
idea.
you will know this if you think about it, Nicholas.
No, it
I
wasn't.
have no
I
idea.
know
That's
that Phil
before
Collins
my
was a
time.
drummer, and then
thinking.
he didn't want to be the singer either. He did not want to do that. I remember that, but I can't remember who the singer was.
Ferris, do you know it?
sorry, I'm eating pizza. What was the question?
How's the air down there when you're around lots of people?
Before Phil Collins, who was the lead singer of
You know what, Nick?
Genesis?
Dude, okay.
I don't.
You
I
said
don't
some
know.
Messed up shit. On
We've been to have a
this
whole. We've
show.
been to have a whole other competition. Hold on, Mary.
That was, dude. That was fucked up.
I'm just trying so hard to keep us on track here, and the three of you are
Ferris,
not
are you okay?
the
You need some
right goal.
ointment for that burn, buddy.
Well, I would say I was cut down lower, but I can't go any lower than what I am. Shit.
Sorry. It's been a
No,
minute
you're not.
since we've-
No, you're not. Hope you have fun with your drywall tomorrow.
Okay, so anyway, the answer is Peter Gabriel.
Oh,
I don't know who that
yeah.
is. I have no
told
clue who
you
that
if
is.
you thought about it, you would know that, Nick. I tried to throw a few.
Oh,
Maybe Nick will know these answers in. Okay.
Mm,
Did I already ask who was the very first American Idol winner?
Nope.
Okay.
That's
Next
the
to
question.
last question.
well,
Who
you
was the
just
very
a-
first American Idol winner.
I don't. You'd have to watch the show to know that.
Was it? Hold on. Was
Kelly
it?
Clarkson?
Yes. Brandon got another point.
Her runner-up was that Justin guy with the curly hair,
Yeah, and I haven't
Gambini
heard
or whatever the
anything
fuck his
from
last
him.
name is.
I don't watch Friends. I don't.
Why do I
watch-
have this useless shit in my fucking dome,
You thought you were gonna be horrible at this.
dude? I suck at these games.
Okay. Which country star is famous for singing Ring of Fire?
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Oh,
Way to
did
go.
I-
Nick got that one.
Nicholas got it first.
What are you talking
Bonus.
about?
I heard it.
Hey, we
He was-
both got a
He
point
was
the
saying
other time, and
Cash
I
before
said
you
it
said
first.
Johnny.
Nick got it.
No, y'all said Dolly Parton exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Look, Brandon, this is the last question. Okay, Nick, I promise you, next time me and Mary are gonna get together, we're gonna find out. We're gonna write a trivia just for you and Brandon, but more for you on name the item on what Home Depot aisle.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh my
What's
God.
the score?
A lot to a little.
Yeah.
This
It is
the
5-3 to 1.
Okay. So I saved that question for last because there's a bonus question in case we needed a bonus question.
What we done?
So what actor won?
Harrison Ford.
This is for Nicholas only to try to help catch up because he got the last question.
What's
is
this
Still be
question
down by
worth?
one.
What's it
Oh,
worth?
for
bonus
all-
question.
For all the beans, Nick. This is for the tie.
Yeah, to tie it
She's
up.
gonna
My
give you.
j- my
It's
job
a
just
bonus
got
round, so she's gonna
worthless.
give you 2 points if you get it. Is what I'm hearing.
All
My
right,
job
let's
This
just
see
shit
what
is
we
so
got.
rigged.
What actor won a Golden Globe
I don't know.
in 2006 for his portrayal of Johnny Cash?
Dude, if you don't say
Oh.
fucking
Oh, my
Harrison
God.
Ford,
We're,
Nick,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Right. I said his
Joaquin
first
Phoenix.
name wrong, but yeah, you got
I
it.
got his
Whatever.
first name right.
So give Nick another point or something.
I thought that was for all the beans.
Well, whatever.
That means that he just took everything from Brandon.
I wasn't.
That's how
He
these
didn't
things
say his
work.
first name right. I
He
did.
says
Brandon,
and he beats me in it, but then I
Brandon-
get the bonus question, so I can just win it all.
Yeah, Brandon, your points mean nothing, and so did my job in this whole thing.
I was just trying to get through that segment so I
Fantastic.
could go help Nick on TikTok.
We gotta stop. There's been several trivias that we did. We try to help Nick out. It just,
You can't help a guy like me, Ferris. It's a lost cause.
I'm telling you, Home Depot, brother, or Lowe's. You want Lowe's?
no.
Is there
better.
anybody even watching the TikTok?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Howdy.
But is it
How you
just
doing?
a video
Hi,
of you,
TikTok.
or do you got the monitors going?
No,
and
I
is
got-
it facing a
they're
screen?
seeing
How's
us.
it all set up? I don't know what you did. You went
I
all
got-
fancy dancy.
The phone
They can see
facing
everything.
us.
They can see
Oh,
how we do
shit.
things behind the scenes.
It's
But
on
can
the
they hear
TV.
like what? Can they hear the questions Mary's asking?
Yeah, because I got
and
my
what
headphones
Ferris is
wrapped
saying?
around the phone. So
That is
How many do we have on TikTok?
A handful.
Yes.
So for the handful of people who wants to try to guess what kind of lower clothing Nick is wearing at the
Oh
moment,
shit.
is
This
it
just for-
A,
just for
shorts,
the TikTok
B,
viewers?
sweatpants, C, jeans, or D, nothing at all?
you never.
We all like to know that Nick likes to take his pants off.
I
Mid-episode.
think there should be a E, none of the above.
Hey, yo, God.
That's what D was,
Hold on.
Mary. That's what he said
Hold
was
on.
D.
Oh, my bad.
You know, some people, I'm going to say manscape, but women, trim stuff too. You ever, and I know this. I wonder,
Dude.
I wonder,
Should I leave
I wa-
now?
I wonder
before
if
this
Nick's
happens?
matches the face.
Just the tank.
Is that the carpet and the drapes thing?
Yes, that's Mary. That's where I
Thanks.
knew you were going there, you dirty son.
Because I mean, it's kind of like one of those doors in the back of a grocery store that keeps everything out. The big plastic flap doors it's hanging out.
I don't know what it
Good
is
enough.
about being a Gingy, but for some reason, random strangers feel like it's okay to ask me that question.
I
Well.
think it's because a lot of I'm saying this based on what I've seen lately. And I know for women specifically, I haven't seen a lot of guys do this, but there are a lot of women changing their hair color to red.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Well, I was
natural question would
born-
be,
An Auburn.
we know,
They don't know that
and
though.
we're so
Chris.
glad you were.
Mare.
Ask Chris
Mayor.
what he. Ask
course
Chris what
we're
he
recording.
thinks. Ask
Mayor.
We're
Chris
even
what he
we're
thinks
even
what he's
live on
wearing.
TikTok. Come here, you hermit.
Chris. Mer.
Are you gonna put your hat on, look all purty-fied?
You wouldn't know that Brandon's in California just by listening to him.
Get on over here, you son of a bitch.
Hey, is he gonna get in the same frame?
No,
with
you just get to
That's gonna
pop
be
your head
tight.
in and say hi.
The head on your shoulders.
But way
please.
down here. Way down
Sup,
here.
sup?
on
Way
down.
down there. I don't.
You got to get down to my level, buddy. I know. Make them knees work.
Can't smoke in the garage, Chris.
This just became not.
He knows
heated.
there's no smoking in the garage, Mary.
He
Here, I'll
needs
take
knee
these off so
pads.
you can hear.
Oh, it's okay, but like it's tough to get down here because the knees are old.
This is
Sup,
pretty, Chris.
man.
Well, I wouldn't say pretty.
That's Nick.
Hi, Nick. How you doing?
Ferris
All
and
right.
Mary, you can't see.
Hey, Chris.
It's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Ferris. Hi, Mary.
Chris, I must say your hat's much better than Brandon's. Teach him
Yeah,
something.
Well, no kidding.
You should see mine.
Well, we don't talk about Brandon's hats. He still doesn't listen to me when he gets one.
I wonder if he knows what this button does.
Wonderful.
Nope. Apparently not.
Tell him. Can't hear nothing.
No clue, no idea. I don't know.
The only button I've ever seen. They just hit it and it shuts my voice off real fast.
Hey, he wins all the beans. He got the best. No, he
There
had the
you
best
go.
answer.
All right.
Look, you're almost famous. You're on
Oh, wow.
TV.
Cheers,
You're on
dude.
people's phones and everything. People are watching this
YouTube,
live.
TikTok
on their phone.
Live. Yeah. Rumble.
I was on TV back in like 99 to 2000 for like 10 seconds when I
Were
walked
you the
through.
guy streaking across the field being chased by the cops?
No, it was a tornado.
No, because he lost his hat. That would not be me.
That's Chris.
No, I kept my hat on. I may or may not have done that at some point in time, but not there.
We're gonna have to find that
You-
footage.
If you can, let me know.
I will. Oh, I'll find it. What year? 90 what?
Oh, crap. I
Give me a
don't
range.
know.
95 to 99.
Oh, somewhere in there. Yeah, I looked better back then. Yeah.
That'll help. I'll put that in the
I
Google.
think we all did.
A time when cops were involved and a fellow named Chris that looked better back then was being chased. That'll bring it up real quick.
Well, back then we went by the name Brandon.
No, we didn't.
wait.
And with that, Chris, everybody. Thanks, buddy. Have a good time. Love
Bye,
you.
Chris. Hey, real
That's
quick,
my
though, Brandon,
hermit.
Was he trying to say you were involved in that video?
He wasn't saying shit. Get out of here. Go, you hermit.
Holy shit, the wind's gonna blow my studio over.
Later, buddy.
That'll be
I'll
good.
see you in a
That'll be
bit.
quality podcast right there.
I told you you'd have fun.
Rolling.
What's quality?
Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna throw something at you.
The FCC would ban that.
Keep
That's my pet hermit. We call him Hermie. What are you doing, you weirdo? Get out of here. Never invite Chris to be on camera. He'll never leave.
He likes it.
Is it about time for a commercial?
Mhm.
Do we do commercials? No, we don't do commercials. We just do words from our sponsors. Us. We sponsor ourselves. You're still here?
Not for lack of trying.
It's over.
It's over.
It's done. Go to bed. It's over. Bueller?
I was just gonna say, you doing Fear
Bueller.
Bueller? What are
Bueller.
you doing here? It's over. Go on.
He reminds me of my kids. Once you say something to them, it's like, oh, they want me to hang around.
I like to be on camera. He seems like a good guy.
He says, yes, he's been drinking. You? Nobody.
Never would have guessed.
I don't know what you're talking about. That NyQuil's a bitch.
NyQuil. Did you see? I seen something somewhere. Somebody had a jar full of hot dogs and they were pouring NyQuil in there.
Seriously? That's weird.
Something is wrong with people these days. I'm telling you, I don't get it.
Well,
We used
Dude,
to
I
have
don't
things that would
understand.
come
I
in
don't understand the
pharmacy and
world
drink
anymore. That's weird. Did
rubbing
you
alcohol?
have you?
what do you say?
We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
Hey, welcome.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm Nick,
And I'm Brandon.
and we have just kicked off season 4 of our podcast, Coast to Coast.
That's right. And this season, we'd like to invite those of you that are on Smule, the online karaoke app, to join us for a little fun, some good old wholesome banter, and a whole lot of music and conversation.
Throughout the season, as a Smule guest, you will also be entered to win recognition in several podcast and Smule-related categories.
Hell yeah. Some of these categories are going to be most viewed episode, funniest guest, and best vocal cover overall, just to name a few.
That's right. All you got to do is click the link below, fill out the form, hit submit, and someone will reach out to schedule a date that's best for you.
And we can't wait to have you on the show. So come on now, click that link below, fill out the form, hit submit, and let's get vocal. Dude, this is going to be fun.
Wait a
Super
minute.
professional with it. It doesn't
Here
bother
we go.
me.
We're all professional and shit.
Barry.
This is the weirdest podcast ever in the whole wide world.
Professional. How many
Aaron.
different ways can we film?
I'll be right back.
Oh no!
Well, I
seriously.
know that we had the TikTok folks. I don't want them to get too bored.
Hey, ticker tackers, what y'all up to, man? You're allowed to type in there and say hi.
Oh, and
Coast
for
to
the
Coast podcast, I want to hear it.
for the tubes of you, we hope you enjoyed that quick break from our sponsors. Coast to Coast.
Coast to coast.
A minute ago, we had 11.
It's up
Oh,
and down.
fun.
Up and down.
11 people. Now we've got Mary
7.
just chilling in there.
When I jumped on here earlier and I was setting up and testing how I wanted it and turned it down, there was like 580 people.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Then I seen a guy playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and he had like 1,000 people watching that stupid ass thing. But nobody.
While he's playing a video game.
Yeah.
That's one thing I never understood, dude, was like you see the gaming channels on YouTube, right? They've got millions of followers. They're playing a game. Like, why? Just go play it for yourself.
And that, but at the same time, at least they're doing something. I've seen where
There
people
are
have
people
100.
on TikTok that watch people sleep.
Yeah, they're watching people sleep or shave a freaking egg.
Have y'all
I've
seen the
I
ones
literally
where
seen
they
a
hook up?
guy trying to peel the shell off an egg without hurting the skin. You know, there's the shell.
I
then
saw
there's-
that. I
And
saw
people
that.
sit there and stare at that damn thing.
Did y'all see the one going along with what Mary said about them sleeping? Have you seen the ones where they've got it hooked up to lights and sounds? And if they do this specific icon, it'll play this
Mhm.
sound. And it usually says something like, you know, for the love of God, just let me sleep. Well, if that's the case, then turn your fucking phone off. Oh, Chris has something to say.
I do. If they are doing that, they're already being watched by the NSA.
Jesus,
Wow.
this guy. And with that, this episode just got pulled off of YouTube and every other platform. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it was very
Except
nice of you.
Rumble. But, you know, we don't really have that many viewers on Rumble.
I know we said we weren't going to do editing anymore, but we might want to think about it with Chris around.
No, because everybody at the NSA would laugh at me.
Hmm.
But now everybody in the NSA is going to watch this just for one.
Just
This
for funsies.
episode is a little fucked up.
No, you can't put me in this. I'm not too pretty.
Too late.
Oh, crap.
You were on the
Man,
good camera a minute ago, pal.
Oh, shit. Well,
Listen,
Can I hit that?
Probably not.
All right. Well, I see your beard, so it's okay. Howdy, howdy.
yow yow.
So I apologize for everything I may say in advance and all the rest of it.
On this show,
On that note, that was Chris, our lovable hermit. I'm gonna go back to work now.
he's
Bye.
bye. You know what? What was he drinking?
Knowing Chris, it's probably Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, get some real shit. Like
What's
this
that?
right here,
My
Redemption Bourbon.
redemption bourbon.
That reminded me a little of when my adult stepson was living at the house.
Hmm.
Anywho's, speaking of like whiskeys and bourbons and stuff, dude, have you ever tried Basil Hayden's?
Never heard of it.
It is smooth as silk, bud.
What is it?
It's whiskey.
Hmm.
Basil Hayden, go get it. It's awesome. For those of you on TikTok that are watching, if you're of the legal drinking age, you know,
I know
by
it's
all
still
means
whiskey,
partake. If
but-
you're not, just ignore everything that you just saw in the last 10 minutes.
I know it's still technically whiskey, but I like my bourbon. I've been enjoying it.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good bourbon. Nothing wrong with it at all.
So
Well, that was fun.
that was very interesting.
That was a blasty blast. I think our editors are going to have their work cut out for them on this episode. but let's check TikTok. Did we gain any new followers?
We lost some.
You know what I say? I say let's talk aliens. Fuck it. I'm pretty sure he's one of them.
Yeah, let's talk aliens.
I'm
Did-
down.
Speaking of aliens, have you guys ever seen
Illegal variety.
the? So I'm not gonna say anything about what I believe. But, shut up, Ferris. But have you guys seen the talk about how supposedly so many UFOs come on around like Michigan?
No, but I'm looking at our
Nope.
coast to coast TikTok profile right now. We got some followers 2 days ago. Come on, y'all. It's not
Wake
that hard.
up. This is the
Follow.
shit, man.
Follow.
Go to our link tree in the bio.
This is the most professionally unprofessional podcast show you've ever seen.
That's
Come on.
right. This is
You
a
can't
mess,
tell me that you
man.
haven't been the least bit entertained.
This is the best mess podcast ever.
And even on the West Coast, it's still bedtime, like across the nation. So if you get bored, you can always fall asleep watching us.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly. What were you saying about UFOs, Mary? They're seeing a whole bunch of them in Michigan or something?
Well, I was watching this. It's probably really old. I didn't look to see when it was, but I was watching a unsolved mysteries thing the other day with Joseph, and it went from one episode about a kid that was missing and they found the kid to all of a sudden they're talking about UFOs and like
Because he was abducted, maybe?
48. Oh, this was different. It was 2 different episodes, but like 48 counties all within view of Lake Michigan were able to see UFOs. And it just so happened
Damn.
that like the news meteorologist guy or whatever, whoever does that stuff.
It's either always Florida or it's always a meteorologist.
Yeah. So some dudes they've gotten so many calls into 911 about, have you guys gotten any reports about this? They decided to contact Ferris. Who would you contact? It's I can't think of the name.
Depends on how you want, whether you want the truth or some bullshit.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
this was like a
NASA.
factual guy, but it wasn't NASA, but it was somebody that could look at the
The
air
Space Force.
space field.
Elon Musk.
No.
Yeah. Let's contact Tesla.
So, anyway, he could do meteorology and he could also tell, like what heights these whatever things
He was an
are flying.
astrophysicist.
Yes, something.
Rick
He could
James.
tell that they were metal. I don't know his name. I don't remember. But he could tell that they were metal. He could tell that they were oval. He could tell how far up in the atmosphere they were. And when one would split off from like the other 3 or the other 5 or however many there were at that time, he could tell how quickly they left. And he said the speed of travel, we do not possess that capability.
Sounds like
So like we
drones.
wouldn't be able to comprehend how fast it's moving. Is that what you're saying?
They were going faster than anything
The
that
technology we have is not capable of you moving at the speed at
Right.
which they're moving. What she's
Yeah.
saying.
See,
No
and
based on this-
helicopter, no blimp, no plane, not even government, Air Force. Yeah, we don't own anything. We don't have the technology.
Okay, maybe
I
I'm
think that's
completely
interesting.
wrong. But if
There's-
they're saying that, then how do we have the technology to find out how far away shit is in the outer space?
Let's hold on. Let's talk about speed. There's a difference in like speed and what we know it, and speed of what is confusing on some footage that we have seen. Okay, and it's all about acceleration. What they're saying is an anomaly is how some of these craft, these UFOs, unidentified flying objects, just in a blink of an eye, just are accelerated to a speed. It's like 0 to Mach 5 in a split second. Anything we have, you have to accelerate to that point. That's what they're saying. So that's what they differentiate between our known technology and unknown technology. Does that make sense?
No.
That's the first thing
That
an
makes sense to me.
investigator. That's the first thing an investigator looks at in the movement of footage. It also goes into whether it's been doctored or whatever, that kind of thing too. But I mean, we know now you can doctor a video. I mean, my 6-year-old could do that based on technology. So,
Well, and that's the thing with technology nowadays is you don't really actually know what is in fact real news
That's right.
or fake news. Because anything and practically everything is possible, right? Especially with the not just the AI stuff that's coming out, but the graphics generating programs that they have. Like take the Unreal Engine 5 for example. They're using
You're
that for
right.
like movies and shit, and it looks practically real. Like that's the they created an entire set for that Mandalorian show, right, where their backdrop was Unreal Engine 5 that was being displayed, and they created the worlds or whatever, and you'd never fucking know. It looks like they're walking around on an actual
That's right.
world. So when we get told some line of bullshit, hey, look what we found, da 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 da, come to find out, NASA's out there in fucking Utah just recording shit and throwing a red hue over it and saying, look, this is what Mars looks like. How the fuck do you know? And the thing about it is we as the everyday human beings on the planet will never know because we're not the ones that are involved. We're not there. We have to take someone else's word for it.
That's right.
I
That's
will
what I'm
say
on.
this, going back to the whole alien thing, and I've said it on the show before, and I'll say it again. I believe it's completely 100% asinine to believe that we are it. If the universe is truly what they say it is, it's constantly and forever expanding, and there's just billions of different galaxies and all this other shit. Like, for example, there was a news story that came out where they picked a black spot in space with some fancy dancy telescope. I don't know if it was the Hubble telescope or a different one, but they focused the camera on this black spot in space for 4 months straight. And then they found in that black spot, to the naked eye, it's just a black spot. They found hundreds or if not thousands of different galaxies. If that's truly the case, there's no fucking way that we're by ourselves. Just saying.
Mhm.
Also, going back to throw in a little bit of belief system in here, Nick and I think even Ferris and Mary have discussed on here in the past in previous episodes that we've recorded, we have shared what our beliefs are, right? What we believe in, whether you want to call it a deity, God, higher power, there's different versions of whatever you want to call it, right?
Herbies.
Yeah, sure. The thing about it is this: I also, in my belief system, believe in, if you can do it once, why not give it another go or another go? Who knows? We could be the first experiment that God ever did, or we could be the 100 millionth experiment that God has done. We have no fucking clue. You know why? Because we are stuck down here without the ability or capability to truly go up there and see for ourselves what's going on, if it's truly being reflected in the images and the pictures and the videos that we've been shown, or if the world's fucking flat.
I have a couple of
People that have never left the earth, we have no idea.
Everybody
have a
thinks they
couple
do,
of-
but
You
they don't.
do,
You're going based on what
but you
people
don't.
told you. You don't
I
know
have a
anything.
couple
Exactly.
of I have a couple of
Exactly.
questions that might get y'all going, and they're totally different from each other. But you said something about flat Earth. The first one
yeah,
has
I'm
to do
just-
with that.
I was just
If I
spewing
don't,
out
and
my
I'm not
ass.
geographically, I'm not sure how this works. But let's take Mount Fuji, one of the tallest mountains in the world, right? And if you put yourself in a high-powered telescope on a landmass far, far away from Mount Fuji, and based on the flat Earth believers, theories, whatever, you should be able to see that mountain from wherever you're at, line of sight, right? If you ocean to Mount Fuji and all that. Okay, right, correct. If it's flat, then you should be able to see it.
I don't know about that.
Why not? If you can see distant stars clearly, why couldn't you see a mountain, 3,000 miles across the ocean?
If the entire surface was flat and there weren't any other mountains or any other objects that were in the way blocking the view, sure. But we do know that we have other mountains and they're closer to us in proximity,
Hawaii,
and therefore they would be blocking the view of said
so
mountain.
let's say Hawaii to
100,000
Antarctica.
miles away.
What about if you're
Hawaii
on the
is
highest
across
point
the
of
ocean.
Hawaii to Antarctica? Straight shot.
Just right over the
All
water.
Straight shot across the ocean, still too
Mhm.
far for the naked eye to see.
I said with a telescope,
Telescope.
with a high power telescope. See, they've
Well,
done
in that
they've
case, if the Earth was truly flat, and you had something that, for example, quote unquote, NASA would use in that scenario,
Mhm.
then that logic makes sense. You should hypothetically.
So
be able
why
to see
haven't
it.
they tested that yet?
Maybe they have. They won't tell.
Here's why. Here's why I asked that. I'm not.
Nick.
I'm not totally debunking the ice wall surrounds us, and there's more out there beyond that idea being a flat Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not debunking that. All I'm saying is I've seen a lot of different experiments, and one of them is it's the fall at which the Earth curves. Right, you shouldn't be able to see ships sailing away from you at a certain distance, right? Because once you get to a certain nautical miles, it's supposed to be curving around, correct?
Yeah.
The problem is you can still see that said ship in the distance at that
All the way
point where
until they crest over that horizon. Yeah.
but they don't ever crest. And that's their argument. It's like, well, if it was round, we would lose sight of that. The rebuttal to that I've also read, well, why not get a high power telescope, get on top of one mountain, shoot towards another one, clear line of sight, another landmass, and see if you can see it. Because that's real, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 miles away. You're talking, you should be on the other side almost at least a quarter of the Earth. What is it? What's the circumference? It's like 25,000 miles or something like that.
Oh fuck! I have no idea.
Around the Earth. Okay,
I have
something
no
like that.
clue.
And I got to thinking about it. I said, that's a really good question. If flat earthers really wanted to prove that, band together, sell some Cheez-Its, buy a high-powered telescope, and let's look mountain to mountain. and I would believe,
have some Cheetos.
I would believe that.
Well,
I mean,
there
I
is a
would-
guy
I
that
would,
was
and
in
I'll tell you this
Hawaii.
right now. I know I brought it up. I'm sorry, Nick. I know I brought it up, and it was just part of me just spewing shit out. That was just diarrhea of the mouth, right? I don't subscribe to the flat Earth notion personally, right? But I like where you're going with this.
I
And
like
if somebody
science.
did that, and they could prove it by doing
Yep.
exactly what you just said, how much you want to bet that that would be classified as misinformation right now,
Mhm.
even if they showed documented proof and it was irrefutable?
24.
was-
Thank you, Mary. I was close. See, I do pay attention.
24,901
24,901
miles.
I
So-
Mary,
didn't want to
so
interrupt
you're
anybody.
awesome. That was fast. Thank
If
you.
what
What
Mary?
were you
what-
going to say, Nick? I'm sorry, dude. I cut you off.
Go
My
ahead, Nick.
bad.
Yeah, sorry.
There is the guy that was in Hawaii, one of the islands, and he's looking across the water to another island, and
Yep,
he even went
that's
in
where I
and
got
did the
that from.
calculations and everything, and he should not have seen so much of a mountain, and he's seen all of it. He's like, judging by calculations, you go by all the math, I should only see the tip of that thing, maybe.
Did he ever mention the miles? I don't remember. I saw that same
Can't
video and I
remember.
can't remember.
Yeah, it was he did, but I don't remember what it was.
So here's
So
what
are
he
you
did.
saying you're a flat earther, Nick?
He's
I
starting
don't
to
know,
get there.
I'm saying that I'm seeing a lot of shit. There's another one
Look,
where they talked about planes. Now, if you're
Uh-huh.
flying a plane, right? The
Mm-mm.
Earth is curved. If you're flying perfectly straight, sooner or later you got to nose down because you're going to keep getting further and further away.
gravity.
Yeah.
If the Earth is a globe, okay, and gravity works equally around its circumference, there's your explanation for that.
I don't think so.
It will
but
keep altitude is altitude. You got to know a little something about aeronautics, okay? It's just the way it works.
It ain't
Now,
just aeronautics.
The one I saw
it
that
is.
involved planes and flying was it was something along the lines of, if the earth is truly round and this and that and the other, then how come all these planes always got to go from point A way the fuck over here and then back down to get over here? How come they can't just go whoosh, straight across?
well,
Some
we're talking
shit
about
that.
like Bermuda Triangle, restricted airspace, stuff like that, because they have restrictions on that. They can't just fly straight across certain things.
See, here's the way I
I'm not
think,
sure
and
exactly what the
maybe I'm
parameters were, but
stupid,
the video that I watched did actually make sense on it.
but if you're in a plane and you're saying gravity pulls it and keeps it, where when you're flying it's keeping it,
Mm-hmm.
then how the hell are they even taking off? It's going to hold it down.
You have to
So
have
they
the
can
right
take
kind of.
off against it, but
Okay,
once they get
all
up
right,
there, they
all
can't
right.
fly through it no more. It's going to make them keep going and curve. That makes no
There's
sense.
a formula for that. I know what it is, but it's weight versus inertia versus lift. Okay,
Well, I'm sure they
blah
did
blah
come
blah
up
blah
with
blah.
It
something.
also has to do with wind shear.
Well, that's lift.
Nah.
Okay, you
Now,
got
real quick, and I don't mean to cut everybody off, but just a little bit ago, right? We were talking about we don't actually know because we haven't experienced.
and we're not
And right
scientists.
now, what we're talking about is what we've been
Been
taught
told.
by
Yes.
somebody else that someone else has told us. So when we're going sciencey and we're talking inertia and we're talking lift and all that stuff, unless you're a pilot and you're the one doing it and you've done all the calculations and you've done all the training and you're the one flying the plane, I gotta side with Nick on this one a little
Let
bit.
me get my wallet. Let me get my wallet.
Let me get my
Gotta
wallet.
side with Nick on this one because we can recite what's been taught to us, but let's not forget the
So,
one
okay,
most
all right.
important
Okay, I'm
thing.
gonna
We've all been indoctrinated to the same system of learning.
That's right.
I'm gonna rebut just for a second because I happen to live like 12 minutes away or less from space camp,
Okay.
and you can virtually fly a shuttle into space.
That's
And
Virtually,
That's virtually.
yes,
That-
but
virtually,
still,
as
make it
in,
do
as
whatever.
in, with
It's-
the utilization
Mary, I
of technology, and they can make it look and appear however they
you
Yeah,
want.
still
Mary.
have to. It takes a week to learn how to do it. Like you
Mary,
still have to
Mary,
learn
Mary.
how. Yes,
But
dear.
it's a simulation. It's a
I
virtual
appreciate what you're
reality. It's
doing, but
not
that's a video game.
reality.
That would
Yeah,
back
it's a
up the
game,
fact
yeah.
that would back up that Brandon and Nick's game time is reality when they're playing. You know what I'm saying? What here's the bottom line. For me, if you show me, like if you literally show me like with the telescope thing that it can happen, the freaking Earth is flat, dude. Okay.
I like that idea. I
It's
want
flat.
somebody to do that.
All right.
It's not
And
going to
then
be
I'm gonna
me.
start.
I'm not smart enough.
I'm gonna start selling Cheetos myself and Jesus and try to get to the ice wall because I want to see.
Okay, then I have a question for you guys. If what we've been told is only what we've been told and not fact, why does it take 17 hours to get from Dallas, Texas to Sydney, Australia, and it only takes 15 hours to get back?
It's still a distance. There's still a distance between point A and point B. The
Yes.
flat Earth is still a pretty good
We're
area.
not flying the plane, so who knows? Could be varying
Well, I
factors.
was told by the
I know
pilot
what
that
I
it
have
was
witnessed. I know
because
what
of
I
wind
feel.
shear.
I know what I can see.
Because I'm gonna just say that on the way there, you have to get out of the way for the planes that are coming back. So therefore, on the way back, the planes that are going there are getting out of the way and making.
Yeah,
your
you have a
time
flight. We have a
faster.
flight pattern.
I don't
we have
know.
to-
Anybody can come up with something about that.
Yeah.
Every
getting-
time.
Yeah. If there's a specific
Yeah.
flight pattern you have to take, yeah.
Well, the pilots tell you that it's because of the wind shear.
No, sure.
Well, I mean, those are hazards that they have to avoid if they can. But at the same time, they have a flight. They have variances within their flight plan that they can take if they need to. But for the most part, they follow that flight plan. Sometimes it takes them out of the way because other planes it's traffic up there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not just one plane.
Yeah, but you can
get-
always go up or down. You don't
you
have to
could,
go
but there's also
the
regulations
way.
based on you know what? There's a lot to it to flying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to shift gears, get off this a little bit. I had another question. Okay. We got a little bit of time left. I want to get y'all think about this. Nick, and Brandon, I think I sent it to you. So I'm gonna paraphrase this topic. They're actually taking a woolly mammoth embryo and impregnating a Indian elephant, I think it is, like
I
the
think
one
I
that's
heard about that.
it's the closest to DNA to match a woolly mammoth, and it's a 22-month gestation period, and they're bringing back the woolly mammoth.
Hang
I
on.
mean,
Whoa. Are we're Jurassic Parking shit?
That's what it sounds like.
pretty much.
Are you
So-
fucking kidding
so
me?
this is like the same discussion with the AI stuff. Are we crossing over the cloning line? You know what I mean,
Dude, bro. Okay.
Like Dolly the sheep.
Oh, fuck me.
Now,
All
okay.
right.
Disclaimer. This
Mm.
video was an interview. Don't know who this guy was. It was on TikTok, so
Yeah.
take it as
Take
you
it as
will.
it is.
But
Okay.
but with what we already know, science is trying to accomplish with different areas of science. I don't think it's fake. I mean, it makes sense to me. Why not? Hey, let's
I
just
don't
try
For
to
the
make a
for the
woolly
sake
mammoth.
of this
can
discussion,
believe
let's
it.
pretend that it's real news. Okay. We don't know if it's 100% factual, real news or not, right? We don't know if it's news or fake news.
If
But
anybody's a
for the
paleontologist
sake
out there,
of this,
let us know.
yeah, please let us know. Reach out. But for the sake of this conversation, we're going to hypothetically pretend that this is real. And if that's the case, like I said, they're Jurassic Parking shit. And didn't they learn their lesson when that fucking movie came out? Things on this planet go extinct for a reason. Let it be.
I hadn't
Let it
figured out
be.
why. I have
Don't
not figured
fuck
out why
with
the
system.
why the dodo bird go extinct. I don't understand that. It wasn't a carnivore. I mean, it wasn't a. Why not? I kind of miss the dodo bird. I never knew him, but I miss him.
Use a dodo. He wasn't smart enough to make it.
Ferris, I thought we said we were going to leave friends and family out of this.
Well, hey, look, I'm just saying, why a big old creature like a woolly mammoth?
That's a
I
fantastic
think it's
question.
dangerous.
And
they
if
were
it's
able to
real
bring like a
and it's,
dinosaur or something back, they're not containing that son of a bitch.
that's
I
what I
mean,
was just about to say. If they are actually successful with this mammoth, what's stopping them from the fucking saber-toothed tiger or an actual Tyrannosaurus Rex? And then boom, we have a real life Jurassic
Oh,
World,
dude, we're gonna have
Jurassic
a
Park
problem.
situation on our hands, and everybody's getting fucking eaten.
Yes,
Well, look, here's my opinion about that. If we end up with
I agree.
a location where these experiments have taken flight and foot, I feel like that should be the new prison destination for any offenders.
Oh shit! Hey, here you go. Here's
Ferris,
one
if we can
round.
find
Here's
that
one
place
50
and
cal
that's going
round. Good
on,
luck.
You're gonna do man on the street there.
No, hell no. I would never send Ferris there. No way. Unless he volunteered, that'd be fun.
My chances of survival on that would actually be better than anybody else. I'm short. I'm man, dude. I ain't worried
He
about
can
that.
fit in them small
You're like
spaces.
a hobbit.
That'd be like Jim Carrey on Ace Ventura up in the
It's-
middle of that.
Oh
It's
hell.
kind of freaky though, to be honest with you. I mean, science is ever evolving on purpose.
Yeah.
That's why it's science.
Just so
But
you guys
there's a
understand what me-
limit.
when it comes to
I
all this
understand.
science crap. I keep seeing more and more crap. It's got nothing to do with what I fully believe in. The only fully thing I can believe in is the guy upstairs. But all the stuff here, there's so many contradictions. There's so many different things. And like we've been saying, all we know is what we're being told or what's written in a book. We don't know.
Mhm.
And then somebody will come up with something and it makes sense. And it goes, well, that makes sense. So how could that be? It's very hard.
Well, and let's
really
also
know.
remember, excuse me, sorry. Let's also remember that we live in a very confusing time,
In a manipulative time.
manipulative, and let's dare I say evil. Just tread lightly. Be careful. Think for yourselves.
Yeah.
Ignore all
Was
the
it that,
monotony.
what was it that CNN news broadcaster said? Fuck, I can't remember. He was white guy, bald, overweight. Anyways, can't remember his name, but he goes, the most dangerous
Profile
words,
much?
the most thanks, Ferris. The most dangerous words in the world today are, quote, do your own research. A line straight out. He ended up getting fired or some shit like that. But
It sounds like Ferris.
but the thing about it is people do need to research. And the shitty part about doing research is you're still relying on information that's being provided third party,
Yep.
Yeah.
because you're not the one out there actually discovering what the truth is. You're just reading about a possible truth. So
Some-
at the end of the day, you'll never know what's truly going on. So realistically, just focus on yourself. Be a good person, right? Help out people, do good deeds, live your life that allows you to be happy and do your thing within the scope of the law. Let me just throw that out there, a little disclaimer, right? Be a good person, focus on you, focus on your family, the ones that you truly love and care about, the reason why you go to work every single fucking day, and work your damn ass off because they're waiting for you when you get home, right? That's what's important. Everything else that they're doing out there, that's all fucking smoke and mirrors and shit. Remember, our time on this planet is this big in comparison to the rest of eternity after we die. Just saying.
And if you try to pass it, I'll veto it.
So- That's the only thing they understood was veto.
Oh,
So
shit.
apparently this UFO sighting Mary was talking about, Lake Michigan, was March 8th, 1994. So that story is almost 40 years old.
Yes, and the guy that I was trying to remember his name, his name was Bushong. He spent his entire career working for the National Weather Service, and they told him to keep it quiet until after he retired. He did not talk
course.
about it.
With over 300
Damn.
eyewitness accounts, I mean, I'd say there's something to that. And that was way before we had private drone technology. But that's not to say we didn't have drone technology. In fact, I know we did, because it went back all the way to the 60s, actually the 40s, that drone was a thing, but it wasn't what we know it is today.
What was it?
Well-
That movie in the 90s was based on a real story that guy got abducted.
Armageddon.
Oh,
I just want to
Independence
feel the
Day.
power between my legs, brother.
Independence Day.
I just thought Mr. Ferris researcher over there I didn't know y'all were going to read that out loud, but I thought
I felt
Mr.
like it was
Ferris
pertinent.
researcher
What was
over
that
there
movie?
was going to probably want to look into it. And I did remember it was March 8th because that's my
Fire in the
husband's
Sky or
birthday.
something like that.
So one last thing, and this ties into this whole conversation actually, and this will give everybody out there a little rabbit hole that they can go down, research spiral, whatever you want to call it. I saw a video on the old TikTok. Are we still live on TikTok?
Yeah,
How many people we got watching this?
just me and Mary.
Oh, fuck. That's fine. Anyways, I saw a video on TikTok, and it was Oh shit! It was that Buzz, the astronaut guy, moon guy.
Aldrin.
Yeah, I brought him
Aldrin,
up to
thank you.
Linda today.
But Buzz Aldrin, and it was an interview that he did, and they were
I
talking
wanted
about
to say
him-
Lightyear.
they, really badly, really badly. But it was an interview that he did, and they're asking him about, going to the moon. And in that TikTok video, and it's been removed from what I understand, in that video, he himself,
Said, nope.
irrefutable proof. And I was looking, y'all know, and we all know essentially what the CG looks like when people do that, like, deep fake stuff and it's someone else's mouth moving. No. These were his fucking words. This was his mouth moving. These were his mannerisms. It was him saying, yeah, we never went there.
I told
It was
Linda
all
about that
smoke and
today, she
mirrors and
wasn't
Holly
hearing it.
weird.
She was not hearing it.
He said it himself. I dare somebody to go find that clip. I dare somebody to go find that clip. We're running a risk of this being taken down for quote unquote misinformation, because I swear to God, it is a video that I saw, I bore witness to, and I have not been able to find it since.
You know what? Ever since about the end of 2020, maybe the beginning of 21, I have not, and I think I've said this before, I don't put anything past anything. And that's backing up what I said about science. I am so anti-science by committee. It's not even funny now. I didn't even know what that was until that time frame. I got to think, because of certain things that happened. I'm not going to go there, but and it wasn't just one thing; it was several things. It's this we're talking about with the astronauts coming out and saying, and it's not just that mission, the folks on that mission. It's other missions as well. It's they're like, you know what? I'm 65, 70 years old, 75 years, 80 years old. I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm coming clean. That's their deathbed proclamation.
Yep.
Why would they lie?
I got one last thought, and then I think we're probably coming close on time anyways. I got to jump inside and baby monitoring and all that kinds of jazz. They put everything, just so everybody's aware, they put it right in front of our face when they make their movies and all that shit. For example, who here has seen the Avatar movies?
Yep.
Nick,
Haven't
Mary,
seen the
Ferris,
second
we've
one
all.
yet.
Well, that's fine, but you've seen at least the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they're talking about in the first one, they talk about Awa, and Awa ends up being essentially the planet that they live on, and how everything's connected and intertwined
tree
through the
and all that.
ground,
The
and
deity,
they're a
yeah.
part of it and all of that, right? Y'all know that actually happens here on this planet, right? Did you know that if you take your shoes off, you take your socks off, you go outside, you find a patch of grass or whatever, and you quote unquote, they call it grounding, you ground yourself to the earth, it releases electrons from the earth into your body that can help to heal inflammation and other diseases that
Yeah, I've
modern
heard
medicine cannot cure.
They
Dude,
also
I'm
it's
Cherokee.
like
of
when you
course.
fly a plane, they say if you fly somewhere, the best thing you do when you first get off the plane is put your bare feet to the ground.
Yep. Because it regrounds you to the earth, because we're all connected. The earth is connected. Now, going along with that, you can see videos and stuff where someone will go up to a tree and, oh, tree, if you're alive, touch my shoulder. And you can see the fishing twine from the person in the back pulling on it, right? I'm not saying that that's it. What I'm saying is this earth was created for us. We were created from the earth. Think about it. They make those movies, Avatar. We're living in it. Can we hook a ponytail up to our freaking dog and know what they're thinking and give them commands and do all that? No, we can't. Right. But to an extent.
Or
who's seen oh fuck.
I wish I could do that. My dog keeps digging holes in the yard, and I really want to tell him.
Stop it. Let me understand why. Have y'all seen the Inside Out movie? It's a kids movie.
Yes.
Inside Out.
Yes.
Mary has. Nick.
I don't know.
I think I have. I think I
I took
have.
Owen to the movie theater
Ferris?
to watch
Okay.
that.
Okay. So in that Inside Out movie, there's 4 main characters, and those characters represent human emotions. You've got joy, anger, disgust,
Yeah, I've seen
sadness,
that.
and fear. There's 5 actually. Well, there's without getting too sciencey, there's more than just 5, but those are core emotions.
One was
Right?
confusion.
And in that movie, they're basically explaining how we as human beings respond to various different events while we utilize those emotional aspects within the limbic system of our bodies. And it's a kids movie, right? But if you get down to the science of it, and they actually they reached out and contacted world expert Paul Ekman when they were creating said movie. He's kind of like a behaviorist. He did that a whole big study on facial features, micro expressions, human emotions, all that stuff. He's the world's primo leading expert on it. He helped them with it. And if you just ignore the fact that it's a kids movie and you watch it for what it is, especially if you've read any of his books, you're just gonna be like, holy shit, right in our face. Right in our face. It's fucking amazing. They do that with all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Technically speaking, the world ended in 2012, and we're actually on a different timeline, but we're not going to go that far because that would be misinformation in today's day and age. And it all depends on which conspiracy theory you like to subscribe to. I'm going back to shit that I was looking into and just having fun with, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And we can open up a big ass can of worms. This whole thing started with aliens.
Right.
But we can make this as interesting as we want. The fact remains, if we come anywhere close to hitting the nail on the head, guess who's going to get flagged?
That's okay. Nick's they're gonna know, they're gonna leave us alone because Nick's gonna come up with a cool full hat that we could sell on our link tree.
Hell yeah. And you know what else he's going to do? He's going to take some big old dang old high powered telescope. He's going to stand up there at the top of Mount Fiji, and he's going to point that bitch at Everest.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well,
man, that was fun.
that was interesting.
Dude, it wouldn't be a
Interesting
coast to coast
soundboard.
podcast if we didn't get a little bit deep
Or weird.
or weird or just straight goofy.
Yeah.
At least
Y'all
you
believe
kept
in
your
what you
pants
want to
on.
believe in. Y'all believe in what you want to believe in. It's all gravy, baby.
Mhm.
You want to do the thing?
Like, wait a minute. I did it at the beginning.
No, you didn't. I did.
No.
I did the like, subscribe, buy shit.
Like, subscribe, share, comment, click.
Kick it in the leak tree.
Linktree, go to the
something.
Shopify store.
That's right.
We got hats, hoodies, beanies, yoga pants,
Dapper.
tumblers, coffee cups.
No,
we
we
even
don't
got
have
shot
Dapper.
glasses. We got all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
We got a pair of yoga
Ooh.
pants puts Nick's face right on your right ass cheek. Hey,
That's
just saying. Anywho, until next time, y'all out there be good.
right. Behave. Later.